Dhula Pitakoma. His 2-year-old daughter was terribly underweight and unable to walk. He was told at the land meeting to send her to the MTC. She stayed there for 15 days. Her mother also stayed with her. Her health improved. Then he started attending the nutrition camp regularly. Her weight is now normal. At the land meetings, he learned about the link between agriculture and health.
Before this, in my land I cultivated only makka and gehu. Now I grow moong, tuvar, chawla and many vegetables. Even in summers, I don't buy vegetables for the family. Didis of the Sanstha told me about the support I can get from Manrega.
For the first time, he applied for an individual plan and it got sanctioned. With the money, he did leveling and bunding for his land.
Because of this, I have half a vigha more under cultivation.
He also dug a compost pit. Dhula now knows how to make an application. He can now go to the Gram Panchayat on his own and get things done.
I used to go to Ahmedabad in search of work 15 days a month. I no longer do this as I earn enough for the family.
Now I make sure that she gets food from different groups and feed her 4 to 5 times a day. I check her weight every month.
This is Nuwa Gaon. Singari Mandi and Kuranji are members of the Ma Bhairavi self-help group. They are farmers, but at present busy with the drying of mango pulp and uncultivated food. Both attend the land PLA meetings regularly.
The most important message we derived from the meetings is about agriculture and uncultivated foods. In the beginning, we did not have faith in their words. Actually, we did not have the courage to change our traditional practices.
However, Kuranji was the first to try out chilies using only organic compost.
That year, I had a bumper crop of 60 kg of chilies.
This inspired the others. Along with the traditional millets and maize, they started growing brinjal, tomatoes, chilies, pulses, sunflower, and many other crops. Earlier, they were also growing high-yielding variety of paddy, but now, due to the construction of a dam, they are growing more varieties of millets like the foxtail millet, barnyard millet, pearl millet, along with the traditional finger millets. One big change is the inclusion of pulses as one of the main crops.
We are now growing black gram, green gram, pigeon pea and cowpea. We first eat and then sell the surplus.
The pulses, millets and corn are stored for the entire year, so throughout the year the families have a full meal.
We also grow vegetables round the year. During the monsoons, They are grown in middleland and forest land. We get some vegetables from the kitchen gardens in summer.
Apart from securing food and nutrition for the families, the regular meetings and skill trainings have instilled a confidence in the women.
Yes, now we express our opinions within our families and also in the community.
They travel to the nearest market and health center on their own and give trainings on ecological farming to women from adjacent villages.
Now we decide about what crop to grow, when and where to sell it, and at what price.
Do your husbands accept your opinions?
Arre, they don't have the guts to stop us. We know what is good for the food plate and plan accordingly. In all our meals now, we have pulses, vegetables and rice. Yellow, green and white. Those three colors are always there.
माटी के मोह करत कंचन के काया जानी अचके में काल आई प्राण के उड़ाई दी है।
ये जमीन पहले ऐसा था जो पानी का साधन नहीं था, तो पानी के साधन नहीं रहने के बाद इसमें जो है सो फसल नहीं होता था।
Ghanshyam Singh is a small farmer. He lives at Jhanji in a family of 6 people. Monocropping of paddy, maize and wheat was his usual practice. Due to complete dependence on agrochemicals over the last 10 years, he was not able to make any profit. Year 2012. Government of India declares a reduction in subsidy on chemical fertilizers. Cost of fertilizers leaps up, leaving small farmers like Ghanshyam in a soup. From a training on ecological farming, Ghanshyam learned about sustainable integrated farming using organic manure and biopesticides. In order to establish a vermicompost unit, he started collecting cow dung from the field and roads. He produced 24 to 27 quintals of vermicompost per year with the collected cow dung. Within 3 years, his production increased by 40%. On receiving 2 goats and a cow from the project, with the added cow dung, productivity of his unit increased. Ghanshyam sold 30 quintals vermicompost in 2015 and earned around 18,000 rupees. He plans to build a cemented vermicompost pit for commercial production. In this region, demand of goat meat is very high. Being a small farmer, he has decided to increase his number of goats for business. Introduction of kitchen garden helps him to reduce the annual expenditure on green vegetables.
चना लगा हुआ है, पालक साग लगा हुआ है, मिर्चाई लगा हुआ है, टमाटर लगा हुआ है, बंधा गोभी, फूल गोभी.
He utilizes every inch of his land for raising suitable field crops and vegetables. Recycling of all farm wastes and crop residues has helped him to reduce the cost of agriculture and stabilize the system. His dependence on market has now reduced to the minimum.
तेल छिपा लेते हैं, तेल में जो भी है हम लोगों को 1,000-500 लगता था महीना में, वो भी पैसा हम लोगों को बच जाता है तेल का। और अनाज भी खाके बचता है तो हम लोग थोड़ा बेच लेते हैं।
चलो नर्मदा पार जहाँ पे मिला भरे, 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 अमर कांठ
The CBO of Gemelli Village in MP organized a meeting in which the Dalit families came out and raised their voices, stating that despite being from poor families, they did not have BPL ration cards. 40 families submitted their application to the Lok Seva Kendra. After a month, they followed up to know the progress. To their utter surprise, they found that the department had taken no action in the issue. After this, they shared their plight with the Tehsildar and subdivisional magistrate. Even then, there was no action. The community started attending every public hearing held by the collector on Tuesdays. They raised their concern at the public hearing and wrote an application addressed to the collector. This time they were successful, and the collector assured them to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. After 8 days, a camp was set up by the government for addressing the issue of BPL ration cards. In this camp, Naib Tehsildar, Revenue Officer, Panchayat Secretary and Co-Secretary were present. An investigation was conducted to find out whether the families fulfilled the eligibility criteria. The persistent struggle was ultimately successful in turning the stone. Out of 40, 31 families were issued BPL ration cards.
सो चलो नर्मदा पार जहाँ पे मिला भरे, चलो नर्मदा पार जहाँ पे मिला भरे, चलो नर्मदा पार जहाँ पे मिला भरे, चलो नर्मदा पार जहाँ पे मिला भरे।
These are stories from the Fight Hunger First initiative project launched in 2012. Since then, it has covered 840 villages across Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Malnutrition in all its forms is one of the main pathways through which poverty is transmitted from one generation to the next. So nutrition-specific interventions alone cannot solve the issue of high rates of undernutrition in India. It demands a multi-pronged approach. We tried out many ideas to bring the issues of immediate, underlying and basic causes of malnutrition together. And finally, there were 5 most effective interventions that made sustainable changes in the lives of the poor. The stories of success are the cumulative effects of the land PLA, the nutrition-sensitive agriculture, the nutrition-sensitive NREGS micro-planning, the community-based nutrition camps, and last, but the most important, community empowerment through collectivization.